To my channel, you'll mainly find me doing card making on here. Sometimes you'll see me doing scrapbooking, so if you like that sort of thing, stick around and see what I'm up to today. So hello if you're watching on the replay. If it's the first time to my channel, you are super duper welcome, and I hope you enjoy your time here. So hello everybody on the live stream. You're coming in live, well done, you've caught me. So hello everybody. So I've got some paper that I stamped a few months ago. I don't think I actually filmed myself doing this. I think I made it during, like, I don't know, it might have been like World Card Making Day or something, or a Zoom event that I did, and I just didn't get around to filming it. I just had some fun by myself and I thought it would be nice to perhaps cut this up and use it. And I've had an idea in my head for a while to do some sort of framed pieces, but triangles, and just play with that a little bit. So here I've got the triangle framelets, and they're called the Stitched Triangle Dies. And I'm going to cut my piece of cardstock down so it's easier to put through my machine, my cut and emboss machine. And then I'm going to cut some darker frames or some pink frames. I don't know. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit tonight. So I'm just going to cut this piece of cardstock in half, just to make it a bit easier for me to handle. So I'm just going to get rid of a few things off my desk that are not 100% needed right now, because it can get pretty hectic on my desk, as you can imagine. Okay, so let's have a look at these dies. I'm quite liking the idea of maybe these equilateral triangles. So I might cut a few things out with that, and then I've got these longer, thinner ones as well. And it doesn't really matter where you place them, but you might just think, oh, I'd like to have that flower down in that corner, or I want that as a focal point, or have a little play. Right, we're going to put that through and see how that looks. So I've got plate numero uno, dos, tres. I'll pop that onto there. Line it all up nicely. As much as possible, it's a good idea to line up your various, what are these called? Plates. That's it, plates. As well as possible, because although there is a little bit of room for error, try not to, because otherwise you can scratch up the sides of those plates. So I'm just going to run that through, and you see how easy that was to bite the sandwich. It's just going through really easily, and you just get that little clunk. Don't be afraid of the clunk at the end. That's pretty normal. Okay, so I'm going to just pop these, the ones that I've used, I'm going to pop down, because I need to then match up with another colour, you see, because I want to cut frames for these. So I'm just going to cut this down. Hi everybody, lovely to see you all. Oh, Glenna's home from work, yay! Glenna hates missing an episode. Did you know that, guys? Who doesn't want to miss out on the fun? Okay, so that one is going to fit beautifully with that one. So I'm just going to pop that one there like that. Then, now I've got a feeling this one and this one. Ah, right. So, I'm going to use that one. And then the bigger one. Like so. Somewhere. And then, I thought I cut out 4. I did. So I've got this piece here. Just gently pushing it away out of the die because I don't want to tear the paper. So be gentle at that stage. And then I want this one as well. So there you have it. And then get my wee sandwich ready. Oh, now I could be really frugal. Cut another one out of these. I may as well. Actually, while I'm here, I might cut out one of those as well. Now, don't want them to move around too much, so I'm gonna go. Uh-oh. Probably best to have my cut and emboss machine right here first. Yes, that is a good idea, Ruth. So I can have everything ready, so there won't be any moving around. So don't do what I did. Don't try and lift them up, because it won't work. There we go. So we have a lovely frame for that one. Oh, and I do love this stitching detail. It's so delightful. Can you see that? Oh, no nails, Ruth. I'm going to have to use something else to help me. There we go. That's it. Just need to get them started off. Oh dear. So those are all my pieces. Voila. Okay, so the idea is then I'm going to decorate some of these, and I don't know whether to cut some pink ones or maybe with the smaller ones do a bit of a triple layer. So I have some Magenta Madness here, and we'll cut some extra triangles out of this one as well, just in case we decide we want some extra layers going on. So now that one will sit inside of that one. And we've got that one and that one. That one and that one. Oh, and then while I'm at it, I think I might cut out some little leaves as well. So, here's my little, I've got the fabulous Forever Flourishing. I have to be careful what I call this, because I want to call it the Forever Fern dies, but they're really not called that. And I think while I'm here, I'm going to cut out some fabulous leaves as a bit of a decoration for later. Okay. So quick pass through for that as well. Now you do need to have a little bit of strength just to hold down your machine and do the cranking. So if you're somebody who has some dexterity issues, some wrist issues, I would suggest that perhaps a different type of cutter, like an electronic one, would probably be better, because you know, if you, as I said, if you've got issues with your hands, then either get someone to help you do it, or you might need to get something else. But of course, our dies are so beautiful. You know, please do purchase our gorgeous dies to use in whatever machine you have, because they are so pretty. I'll just pop these out. So I've been using the new cut and emboss machine from Stampin' Up, and I'm really happy with it so far. I've only had it for about a week, but I'm really quite enjoying using it. And you will have seen me with the little mini, my baby. And that's quite a cute little machine, and handy as well, just to have on your desk. If my desk was bigger, I would have it on it permanently. But, and what I like about these machines is they kind of like, they flip up, they fold up a bit smaller. Right, hello everybody. Right, I'm going to grab up my YouTube channel so I can read your comments properly, because while I've been cutting, I've just had my head down and not really noticing who's here. So I'm going to work backwards. Hi Deborah, Jan, Janine, Dana, Jenny, Carol, Shirley, Monica, Janice, Amanda, Nessa, Glenna, Martina. Who else is here? Wendy, hi. Do these dies have decorative edging? No, they don't. They just have the stitch, unless you call that decorative. Yeah, they are stitched, edged dies. So, but they're decorative without being fussy, if that makes sense. It's a very, very delicate stitch around them. Okay, let's get creating. Let's figure out what we're going to do. So I guess what we're going to be doing here is making a topper. I don't know if you're familiar with that term, but toppers is something that I used to make an awful lot years and years ago, where it's just like quite a large embellishment that you would then use to just put on a card or decorate a card with. So the useful thing about creating a few of these is that you can have those in your drawer, and then you just pull them out when you want to make a full-size card. And I would say, because these have got so much detail on them, you probably wouldn't need to put much more else on them. Hi Georgiana. You know what? I'm a little bit freaked out. I can hear little foot sounds in the roof of my, and this is a conservatory. So the other day when I heard these sounds, I thought, well, it must be just my daughter upstairs. Well, of course it's not my daughter upstairs. There's a roof above me, and I keep hearing these little marks like scuffling, and I'm thinking, oh no, I think I've got mice. Tom, have you ever heard those noises? Oh, who's that? Oh, it's you, Ethan. Oh. So there we go, the joys of home owning. You're going to have to sort your own mice out. Right, so here I've got these lovely little leaves, which I'm just going to cut and use little pieces of. I thought it would be nice to just do some additional decorating around these. Okay, now because they are designed with where they kind of like cross over each other, you have to kind of think, what am I going to cut and what am I going to use? It might be a bird. It might, but I don't think birds tend to scuttle around in the night. They tend to go and roost. And I'm near, my garden is near, very, very near some trees. It's near the canal. So they've got plenty of places to roost. So I really, yeah, much as I'd like to think it's a bird, I really don't think it is. Yeah, exactly. My ceiling is obviously, it's plastered, so they must be between the plaster and the roof space. So there we go. Oh, Vanessa, did you have removals help? I can imagine. Had you packed some things already? Hi, Christine. Hi, Delinda. Oh, it was a starling. Oh, that makes me feel a bit better. I don't know, it's a bit scuttly. You packed it yourself. Oh my goodness, you're brave. I mean, I packed mine myself, but I think you've probably got a few more boxes than me. Okay, so there we have some little leaves, which I may go over with a sponge because I want to add some extra dimension to those. And then I'm thinking a little bit of decoration with that little flower punch that I have, this one here. And I don't know if you can see, but there's some yellow and I think it's Daffodil Delight and some Coastal Cabana I've used there. So I want to pull, you know, I want to reflect some of those colours. So I'm just going to grab my scraps and cut some wee flowers. And I've done this before. You guys have seen me embellish cards before. And, you know, I tend to do the same things because it works. But what the joy I find of doing them is no card that I've made has ever generally been the same because I've used different colours each time. So, right, so we'll go for a little yellow flower there, and one there, one there, and one there. Hi Carol, hi Lorraine, hi Sheila. Are you getting things put away, Ruth? Yeah, I'm getting there, thank you, Sheila. Yeah, I hung quite a few pictures yesterday up our hallway, which was nice because they were just taking up boxes, so I've managed to get rid of a box and a bit of, or a large box and a bit of just framed pictures that I just needed to be put up. So that was good. I felt accomplished. Today's been a slower day. I felt quite tired today. But there we go. Have days like that. Put that there, that there. Oh, now I wonder if I can put my hands on some of the laser cut paper. Just see if we can. So we have 2 lots of laser cut paper that are current. We do have some in the clearance rack as well. But we have the dragonfly one, and we have the gold foil laser cut paper, which both of them I think are just great for adding little bits of detail to your creations. Ooh, why am I not finding it? Okay, not where I thought it was. Put it in here. I'm just going to have a look at another different file. No. Oh. Just going to have another wee look. So I've got various box filing systems, and this one has got the current papers in it, but there are rather a lot. So, oh, I know where there may be some. Just remembered, I think I took quite a few of them apart and put them in one of those boxes. One of the plastic boxes. So let's have another look if I can find. Yay! Here we go. Look, I was almost too organised. I'd actually tidied stuff away. Oh, just noticed the other thing I found. A friend of mine cut some of these out for me. I could use some of these. Yay! How gorgeous. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm far too organised for my own good. I forgot that I put a few of these away. Okay. Let's rock and roll here. So we've got these beautiful die cuts, and this is from the Beauty Abounds suite. And so I think I might just cut some of these apart so that we can use them on several of the cards. So you can always, any sort of ones that got little notches cut out of them, we can always cover it up with a flower or something. So, or just trim it and make it look, you know. Oh yeah, that's perfectly acceptable. Oh, hi Deborah. Oh, you were signed out of your account. Yes, so if you're not getting notifications, just check that your image, your profile image, is in the top right hand corner, and that instantly tells you as to whether you're signed into your YouTube account or not. Yeah, it's helpful that to be signed in. Oh, and I've also found some little leaves. Aren't these adorable? Oh, those need to be just trimmed a little bit. And then we've got these tiny, tiny, weeny little butterflies. Gorgeous. Oh, Sheila's been busy. You've made 15 cards with the new butterfly set. Lovely. You got that quick then, Sheila. What a relief, I've been cutting and not ripping. Oh dear, I can rip it if you want. Yeah, that's a whole different technique, isn't it? I love this big one. That little one over there. Now these are designed to kind of go over the top. That is kind of tricky really, because these are much thinner. So I think I'll use this on a whole piece another day. But let's see what we've got in here, our little box of tricks here. I might do some ripping to these ones. Oh, there we go, got that. Got that. Got that. Oh, how are your family, Nessa? How's your brother and your father? Oh, this I'm keeping for something special. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but it's so gorgeous. Right, I don't feel like we need the gold ones now. I think I've got plenty to be getting on with. Now I need to decide what kind of base I want to do, although we could carry on just decorating these triangles, and as I said, there's a sort of thing that you can have stashed away and then bring them out for another day type thing. I'm going to stick that onto there. Oh goodness, thanks, Glenna. Sorry, this is Night of Navy. Yeah. The triangles are Night of Navy, and the pink is Magenta Madness. I've just realised I've not put any grid paper down, so I better not get this too sticky. Oh, just dropped a leaf. It's alright, I've got a spare one here. So I quite like the idea of that coming up like that. Now, do I want to colour this leaf in? I'm wondering whether to colour it Coastal Cabana, so that it kind of pulls in what I've been doing. Definitely going to have to get a piece of grid paper under here now. Or just some scrap. I'm going to be colouring in. So a simple way to colour in, actually I might do it pool party. So super duper easy way, it's just to place that on top like that, and then get some kind of sponge or brush or something, if you don't want to get your fingers too inky, and just push that then into the ink pad. Then scoot that up like that, as we'll do both sides. Okay, and then that can dry. Then we've got a few over here. Might as well do a few at a time. Doesn't take much to do it. Actually, I quite like it a little bit mottled. Maybe for a different project, because these have got to really show up. There we go. easy. I've got 2 more now. Yeah, they are delicate, aren't they? Do you mean ethereal? Ephemeral, something else? I need some, yeah, that's my back door. I think our rubbish goes out on a Wednesday, so. You doing the rubbish, Tom? Because it goes out, doesn't it? In the morning. Oh, well done, Martina. Really proud of you. I just love this big one. But I want to take the colour, knock the colour back a little bit on this because I don't want it to clash too much with this blue here. So I'm wondering if I use the white, the Whisper White ink on it, and just very delicately, as I said, knock back the colour. So let's see if I can do that. I'm just going to use one of the Stampin' Up brushes actually. Just going to pick up some of the white and just dab that on a bit to the edges. There we go. So, because I want it just to show up differently on there. There we go. Oh, I can't remember where the pink. Can't remember which pink leaves I was going to put with this, but never mind. We'll just. Yeah, I quite like that. Right, I'm going to cut. I think I'm going to cut a base now because it's now getting too big for the. I want to actually sort of get a larger sense of it. If that makes sense. I want to have a bigger canvas to see what that's going to look like. If you had this style, would you have cut it in navy? Perhaps not for this project. Yeah, but that's what I have. So maybe a yellow would have been nice. Yeah, maybe yellow. So thinking if the triangle is centre, then I can afford to have the butterfly slightly off, maybe. And I'm going to cut the stem off because I don't need that stem. Oh, I can hear the scuttling again. Oh. There we go. Although, you know what's really throwing me is I don't actually like being able to see things behind that blue. But there's nothing I can do about it. Never mind. It is what it is. I will live with it. Hi, Bree. Yeah, but it means me having to hand cut it, so I want to get on. I've got 3 others to do, so I haven't really got time to do that right now. So you guys can do that if you ever have this issue. Okay, so I'm being very careful to dab the tiniest amount of glue, as I do not need a lot of glue on here. Oh, keep trying, Deborah. You like seeing things through the wings. Okay, that's fine. I just have to remind myself it's not real. It's an artistic impression. Okay, I'm going to stick this butterfly body down. Oh, the scuttling's moved now. It's like it's above me instead of at the side. Well, if you don't have the triangle dies, triangles are not too complicated a shape to cut for yourself. Just need a ruler, maybe even one of those, you know, mathematical triangle, you know, the plastic triangles that you get as a kid. Mice like chocolate more than cheese. Okay, I'll remember that. Right, let's get some embellies on here then. Let's see what I've got. I've got anything pinky. Oh, I don't. Not in that one anyway. Oh, that's a good idea, Navarana. So these embellishments, these are from a while back, so I'm just using these up. There we go. And I'm liking also the white space around it. It's got giving the design space to breathe. Right, so let's get on with the second one. So this is a different type of triangle. I can hear scuttling. I can hear scuttling in the roof.
Scuttling?
Mm-hmm. Happens every so often.
Must be May.
It's not May, it's a roof up there. Amazing, that over there.
Scuttling in this bit of the, on top of it? Or?
No, along here and then here. Me, Wendy, I think I've got mice.
Going out to do rubbish.
I'm going out to
I'm
do.
not back in an hour.
Yeah. I'll send us. Oh, don't, Esther. I hope they're not rats. I think they sound too small to be rats.
Rats.
Tom says they can't be
Probably
rats.
snakes with little legs.
Snakes with little legs, he says. What planet is he from?
I'll climb up there now and have a look.
Yeah, right. Tom just said I'll climb up there now and have a look. As if. Ooh, I want to use this one. Or maybe I'll use that for something else.
It's chickens. I can see the feathers. It's chickens. Or turkeys.
Did you hear that? That'd be nice, wouldn't it, if there were turkeys? Yeah, okay. Alright, Tom. Don't mind just living up here, do you? Don't mind us. Yeah, they won't be snakes. Oh, really, Wendy? That's not nice. Okay, so again, I'm playing it safe. I'm just going for the middle. Now, if you want to decorate the card base, you can do. I'm inclined not to because there's so much going on here that I don't think it really needs it.
I know what it is.
What is it?
You know they talk about cats moving to some, you know, when you move house, the cat will find your new house and move there as well.
Yeah.
Well, we had fish at the old house, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's fish.
It's fish.
They've followed us.
Oh, right, okay.
Like a homing.
Yeah, shut the door, it's cold. What is he like, eh? Yeah, the conversation is now officially about animals, Shirley. Oh, you know, the conversation moves on apace. Yeah. It's you need a little notebook to kind of keep up with what's happening. Right, again, I'm just going to put a little bit of white on the edges of this. Hi, Phoebe.
A Sharpie.
Sharpie?
Yeah, like a Sharpie.
Why?
Just wanted to write on the lid.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a broadcast. Don't think he noticed. Right, there we go. So a little yellow one there, I think. Don't know if it needs another yellow. Where are my scraps? Oh, I've got the really little yellow ones. He could at least say hello, but I think he does know that we're live. It's his way of entertaining you. He's trying to be funny. But yeah, you're right, you should say hello. I'll let him know, Jam. How rude of him. Jan says you need to actually say hello. You need to say hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone. I didn't want to intrude. I thought you seemed very serious in what you're doing.
They're all laughing at you.
Hello. So just what's this for?
Just because.
Just because.
Yep.
Hello, Nessa. Hello, Glenna. Hello, Janine.
Deborah.
Is that Kathleen?
Bree.
Bree. Hello, Bree. Black gloved hand. Hello, Janice. Yes, it's not very cold here actually, but I thought it might be. I'm reaching that age, you know, when you... Hello, Jan.
He feels
it. You feel the cold.
Oh, Lorraine. Had a roommate who was wheelchair bound.
Hello,
Cat would bring
Delinda.
her
I missed
live
someone
snakes.
then. I scrolled up. Hello, Lorraine.
Oh, Lorraine, that's
I missed
horrible. Now, see, they start with animal stories, and it very often turns to snake stories. What's up, Tom? Says Phoebe.
Hello. Oh, you got two, Phoebe. And Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. I missed that. I missed Cheryl. Scrolled up. You're watching words on two screens. It's...
Yeah, I don't look at that one.
No, I've realised that now.
Okay, let's change the subject then. You, she said, you come to sit next to Ruth to put your feet on her warming mat.
Oh,
It's not on. It's not. No, it's not. It's not been that cold,
Yeah.
so I've not needed it today.
I was just coming to get the compost actually. Food waste.
He's come to get the food waste to go in the bin.
There you go, it's not flour. There, right, it's going out.
Oh wow, Christine, good. The dear. Yeah, that's what my mum gets here. Right, now we need some tiny little embellies. What have I got in here? These are not Stampin' Up, but I'm very tempted to use them because they're tiny. You know, they need using. Well, to be honest, Paula, it's Paula who asked me that. Is it Paula? Yeah. Once I've stamped pretty paper, the pretty paper kind of dictates then what colours, and I then don't want to do anything too I say too complicated. It is a bit complicated, but whatever embellishments I choose, it's usually to help then to show off the design of the paper. So I try not to then use any colours that I haven't used already, or if I do use a different colour, it's something that's like a shade within. So I used a bit of Coastal Cabana on these, so I've just used Pool Party on these little frondy things here. And then because I've used the pink already, I'm using the pink again, and then I use the yellow in the stamping, so I'm using the yellow again here. So, but I do love kind of floral stuff, so this is, you know, I'm happiest here. This is my happy place. Right, so what have we got left? I might work on these in one go actually. Good night, Shirley. Lovely to see you. Yes, they could be card toppers. If you didn't want to stick these down immediately onto a card, you can just keep them and use them when you're ready. I used to make card toppers years ago. Okay, so this one's going to have like a double border because the other day I made a card on a dark background and I just loved it. So I thought, ooh, these maybe will have a blue base. So if I've got the pink border, I can stick these onto a blue card to have a dark background. So I'm determined to use this little piece, but before I do, I just need to do some surgery to it because it hasn't cut out properly. So I'm just going to actually cut that bit off, make it a bit smaller so I can use it. So don't be afraid of actually cutting down your dies, your die cuts rather. You know, it's best to make them work for you and your projects. Okay, so I've got this little butterfly left here. I've got this one here. These butterflies are from the Beauty Abounds. They match with the Beauty Abounds stamp set. I'll get my catalogue out in a second and show you where all these come from and where the floral one comes from as well. So this little butterfly, I think I want it to look like it's landed on some leaves. So I'll have the leaves like that. I do have a few little ones of these left. Yeah, I'm not that extreme, Deborah. Ooh, Jan did stamp surgery. What did you cut up, Jan? I've corrupted Jan. You'll be next, Deborah. Don't you worry. Oh, sorry, you're talking about these little delicate pieces. Yeah, they're laser cut paper that go with the dragonfly set. So you see this one, it doesn't work for me being all one piece. I'm just going to cut that there. Then I can use the leaf. And then I can use the little, I think this is supposed to be cow parsley or something. I just want to use that like that. But Deborah, you see, if the stamp doesn't work for you, what are you going to do? It'll happen one day. One day a stamp will come along and you'll go, you know what, I love you, but I need to fix you. And as a woman, I will do that. One day, Deborah, one day. Hi, Nydia. See, much as I wanted to use this blue, I don't think it's going to work for these projects, but that's okay. I'll pop it away for another day. If shoes don't fit, we don't cut them. Yeah, but if dresses don't fit, you do alter them. Come. Can't use that analogy with me. Yes, you should make them bigger, not smaller. What clothes? Yeah, but the point is that you cut them to make them useful. Oh, come on. Ooh, now I've just had a thought. Once you've put white, pigment white, onto dark card, you can sometimes get away with putting another colour on there. So, I'm wondering if I get the blue now. Oh, thanks, Glenna. Deborah and Glenna are like teaming up. Oh, shimmer paint, you're quite right. Pam, that's a great idea. Let me just have a look, see if I can get my hands on it. Okay, I'm going to wash this brush afterwards, so this had the white on it, but yes, or a bit of wink. Yep. But the shimmer is good. There we go, looks pretty. You know what, while I'm here I may as well do this one. Also, a little bit of thread wouldn't go amiss. Let's see if I can find something suitable. Got some ribbon. Ooh, shimmer paint with stencils. I like that idea, Jane. Okay, so next time I get my stencils out, you guys are going to have to remind me. Okay, so I want to tuck that under there. And actually it serves a really nice purpose of like putting some more dimension there so that when we put the butterfly on it doesn't, because I was worried the butterfly was kind of going to fall flat, but having the ribbon underneath it just helps to bulk it up a little bit. So I need to find some, oh, where have they gone? Glue dots. I'm going to put 2, I think, at least, to make sure this stays in place. Just lift the flowers up a little bit to shove that down under there. Then we're going to put the glue just there, and then just hold that down for a moment to let that all sit down. And yeah, that was the inspired moment. I just saw it in with my ribbons. I was thinking thread, but actually the ribbon does work really nicely. Gives it a little bit more dimension, makes it stick up from the card a bit more. Okay, so last little piece. I've got that, I've got that. I'm sure I've got some little pink pieces. Got that. Excuse me. Oh, bless me. Okay, have a little flower under there. I think I might cut another little one so it's got it anchored. Well spotted, Phoebe. Yeah, I got it in a Stampin' Up event swap. Someone made a little apron charm. Yeah, she did a little shrinky dink. Isn't that cute? I think Esther might have given me that one. So yeah, I've got lots of different scissor charms over the years. Oh, do you have that set, Phoebe? Just trying to cut out some more little flowers. Actually, I probably don't need that many more, but get another one out of that. Okay. start sticking these together. Oh, it's from a while back, Deborah. Yeah, sorry. That stamp set was around, oh, a couple of years ago, I think. Yeah, I squidged too much glue there, guys. You probably saw, but I'm trying to make use of it and layering things there. I'm just going to have to hold that down for a second. Wonder if that can tuck in underneath as well. Make use of that blob of glue. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired and sneezy. Not quite sure why. I slept loads last night. I went to bed quite late, but I didn't get up till quite late either. So. Oh, they're so cute. I've forgotten how beautiful these butterflies are. Although we do have a new set of butterflies coming. If you love butterflies, there is a gorgeous new butterfly set on its way. Now I could do with just some little gems to put in the, I think, to decorate the butterfly. I haven't actually decorated the butterflies on the other ones. But this one, I think it needs something. So we'll pop that there, and then, yeah, I was thinking that, Nessa. Yeah. When I think of like how many hours we were just like kept going and going and going the other week. Look at that. Right, I think some little flowers, and then that'll be it for this one. And then I'll recap everything that I've used. The closest we have to sage green is really pear pizzazz or soft seafoam, I would say. We don't really, I don't think we've got what I would call a true sage green. But we're going to be, if you're a demonstrator, we're going to be seeing the new catalogue in April. So there may be, we're going to be seeing the 5 new colours soon, which I find always very exciting. I love seeing new colours. I'm a colourholic. Even your hubby knows the colours. I love that. Well, I know I've said this before, but my daughter's room is basically soft seafoam. I matched it to a piece of cardstock when I went to the shop. It's so lush. Ooh. Oh, yeah, we'll if you're a demonstrator, we'll know pretty soon. Well, if you're not a demonstrator, it doesn't matter. You know, you just buy what you love. That's what I always say. Just buy what you love, buy what you'll use. And then if you're a demonstrator that doesn't do it for business purposes, if you just love the products, it doesn't matter either. Just buy what you love. Now I want to see what this is like on dark cardstock now. So that'll be the final thing. Because look. Oh. Hi Lisa from Australia. Nice to see you. So most of the products that I've used today are by Stampin' Up, of which I'm an independent demonstrator for. So the purpose of these videos is to obviously inspire you, but also enable you to purchase them if that is something you would like to do. Obviously, I'm quite happy for you to watch, even if you don't purchase, and be part of this artful stamping community. And just, it's so lovely to hear what you guys have been creating and seeing pictures of what you've made as well. It's fab. Right, now this, I don't know, it feels like this, the blue would be a bit too bare. But I don't have my embossing folders with me. But so ordinarily, I think I would normally emboss the background of that. But I won't today. However, what I could do is stamp. Ooh, I could stamp a massive texture stamp in the background, couldn't I? I have got all wired up. This one. 32, 33, 34. Oh, you're doing thumbs ups. Well, I was wondering about whether to stamp it in the Night of Navy on Night of Navy. But I will try doing it Whisper White to see what that looks like. Oh, Denise, I'm so sorry. I did not film myself making it. I can show you the other half, but I did not film myself making this one, unfortunately. It was one of those rare occasions that I actually stamped just for me. Normally I film most things that I do, but on that occasion I didn't. Oh, thank you, Monica. Okay, so this time I'm going to, I don't want it all the way around, I want it to be more shabby, so I'm just going to kind of focus on the middle section. Hi, Scarlett. There we go, that's what I wanted. I didn't want it round all the edges. There we go. I know, what a difference a background stamp can make. It doesn't scan to the song well. Dee -dee -dee -dee, dee -dee -dee. Dee -dee 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 -dee. If Ruth stamped and the camera wasn't recording, did it actually, I know, did it actually happen? Did I really stamp that? I will show you and you can tell me. For those of you who followed me for a while, you'll know my style. Yeah, this background does look good, doesn't it? Love it. So sometimes, someone said to me actually on the live last night, where do I get all my ideas from? Sometimes it starts with the smallest of ideas, and then as you play, it develops into a bigger idea. So please don't ever think that I have this like final card in my head when I get started. I really don't. See, for me, all I knew was that I wanted to use some pattern paper that I'd stamped myself, and I wanted to use the triangle dies. That's all I knew I wanted to do tonight. And I allowed the colours that I'd used to kind of dictate to me where I was headed. And then I pretty much stay true to myself in terms of what I love doing. I love playing with florals and texture, and there you have it. So please don't ever think that when you sit down to make a card you have got to have the final image in your head before you start. You don't. And to be honest, if you do, you're set to fail, because you're more likely to end up with something that you're not happy with. So allow the process to be enjoyable, and let it flow, and see what happens. Okay, right, I'm going to try and put them all on my desk so that you can tell me which is your favourite while I tidy up as well, and try and keep out things to show you what they were. I might go and get my catalogue just to go through everything with you. But what I do try and do is list everything in the description. So if you've missed anything, I will list them. And I can't let that little butterfly go. I think I'm going to have to put it somewhere, but I'm not sure where yet. Okay, so do I go traditional or modern? Absolutely, Paula. Yeah, it is. It is an art form. Of course it is. I think sometimes because we're using products that help us a lot, so we're using punches and dyes and so on, we can forget that actually there is an artistic process to us to put things together. And I think because the stamps are already designed for us, we sometimes think, oh, we're not really artists because we're not actually drawing the design out ourselves. But we are still choosing where to place them. So that does make us the artist. So, right, so top and bottom left are faves, but love them all. Okay, cool. I'm just faffing around now because I found this little yellow flower. Right, I'll get out the catalogue and go through what I've used. So we started off with a sheet. So I only used half the sheet and I've still got a few bits left. I stamped some my own paper using the Pretty Perennials stamp set. So I think it's probably one of the first times I ever played with it. So it's the Pretty Perennials plus a little bit of Waterfront. It's the little speckles from Waterfront in there. So if you've never seen that stamp set before, it's this one here, and it's got those speckles there. So I think I used Magenta Madness, Real Red, Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight, and Coastal Cabana, and a little bit of Night of Navy. Alright, so that was my jumping point. Then I used the triangle framelets to cut out my triangles. Yeah, I quite like the dark background as well. They do look cool. So stitched triangles, they're here on page 179. And they do you can buy the stamp set to go with it if you want to, which is on page 35. My battered catalogue. Very well used. So they do coordinate with this stamp set here. But you don't have to. I didn't buy the stamp set, I just bought the dies. And then the other tools that I've used are the small flower punch there, the confetti border, flower border one, and also the, from the dragonfly or dandelion, can't remember the name of it now, Dandy Garden, here we go. There is a set of laser cut paper, so I'm trying to see if I can put a better picture of it. Seeing it in use, here we go. Here it's in use a bit more. So it's called the Dandy Laser Cut Paper, and you get these sheets of pre-cut paper that I actually use some of it for stenciling. You guys will have seen me stencil through some of it at some point. So that one, that's one of them. Ooh, I could have done stenciled a little bit onto the background here. That would have looked good. Ooh, okay, another day, another day. Right, and then the other die that I used was the leaves, a couple of the leaves from the Forever, oh my goodness, put my teeth back in, Forever Flourishing dies. Forever Flourishing dies. So I cut out some of the leaves from that. But if you've got leaf punches, you know, we've got a sprig one, you don't necessarily have to have that. Just use what you have at home, and then yeah, it looks lovely. So thank you. Cream background, cream background. I don't understand what that second word, that the last word, Scarlett. Can't put it. 2 and 3 more. Thank you. Right, so now's the time to ask any question. Oh, the butterfly dies. Yes, sorry. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah's hot on it. I'm going to have to just look it up. I think it's The Beauty Abounds, isn't it? That's what it's called. I'm going to have to look it up because I cannot remember where it is. Page 77. Okay, so this is the stamp set. And then the dies that match it can be seen on page 180. And it's called Butterfly Beauty. That's that one there. So as I showed you, they are kind of designed to layer over the top of each other, so you could cut them out in different colours or just use one or two or whatever. And then you have these gorgeous tiny little butterflies. They're like the smallest butterflies ever, which are really cute. And a girlfriend of mine has got the set, and she cut out, look, there's a little butterfly there, she cut a few out for me. So these are so tiny. If I put it on the end of my finger, you'll see how, oh, why is my saliva not working tonight? There we go. They are super duper tiny, but totally adorable. So you can stick those in various, oh, see, I've just seen where else I can stick it, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to stick one there. There we go. How cute. Oh, I love it. It's detail. I'm a sucker for detail. I love detail. Where did I get the clear cases from? These, Stampin' Up sell these. So they've currently stopped selling the bigger ones, but the small cases are still available to purchase. And I find them really useful for storing things in. Just going to see if I can find the page that they're on. I mean, some people combine their stamp sets. Certain Martina, so she has spare ones, but they've stopped selling the wide ones, but the standard ones they're still selling. So for £7.50 you can get the four for £7.50, 4 of these. But they're great for, you can store pencils in them, pens, Yeah, so if you want to place an order through me, just click on the shop link in the description below and it will take you to my shop. And please use the host code if you are going to be placing an order. If you're spending under £150, use the host code and you will get a little gift from me next month. Anyone that shops with me gets a thank you card anyway. And if you shop with me, PayPal donate or do super chat, you will also get an exclusive video the following month. So I've got to do January's yet. I'm a little bit behind due to the move, and I will get that filmed and sent out to you guys. So there we go. I'm really happy with these. These made my heart very happy to make these. I think it's partly the colour scheme. I love the geometric with the florals. They're just, yeah, really gorgeous. It's just created a natural frame to kind of house all the detail and then have somewhere to focus your eyes on. So there we go. Well, thank you guys for your company. It's been absolutely lovely. Oh yes, Amanda, order them obviously through Samantha because Samantha's a demo. Yeah. Thank you, Navarana. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Glenna. Take care, everybody, and have a creative day wherever you are. And yeah, if you don't have the dies, don't worry, just go and cut some triangles and have some fun with them. Triangles are like the new square or the new circle. Take care, everybody. Bye. Nosta.